The movie 42 follows the journey of African-American baseball player Jackie Robinson in his attempt to break the color barrier in Major League Baseball. The film covers from 1945 to 1947 and includes very detailed accounts of Jackie's struggle against racism.
After playing for the all-black Montreal baseball team, Jackie Robinson was recruited by Branch Rickey to play for the Brooklyn Dodgers in an all-white league. He was offered a $600 a month contract and a $3,500 signing bonus. After spring training, Robinson was introduced to the team and faced great opposition both on and off the field. The Dodgers team had actually signed a petition refusing to play with Jackie, but nothing could stop the managers from letting him play.
The first few games for Jackie Robinson were extremely rough. Without support from many of his teammates, he struggled mentally. In one game, it was shown that Phillies manager Ben Chapman used extremely racist language to taunt Jackie Robinson, pushing him far enough to break a bat under the dugout. Even in this situation, Robinson would be able to go back out onto the field and eventually score the winning run for the Dodgers. As the season progresses, it is shown how the team grows to respect Jackie as both a player and a person.
Specifically, Pee Wee Reese takes a photo with his arm around Jackie. During a game against the Pittsburgh Pirates, Jackie gets spiked in the leg and is seriously hurt. When Jackie is later faced with the same pitcher that injured him, he manages to hit a home run, which takes the Dodgers to the World Series game.
The epilogue describes the lives of many of the people presented in this film. Jackie, Branch Rickey, and Pee Wee Reese, and many others would be inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame, and 42 would be the only number to be retired in Major League Baseball.
This film has many historically accurate aspects incorporated into it, but it does add false information to add to the overall message of the film. For example, the scene featuring Helicopter Charles actually did occur. Ed Charles watched Robinson play as a child and later followed him to the train station. However, Robinson did not actually throw a ball to Charles as shown in the movie. This was added for dramatic effect.
In addition, another scene in the film that actually occurred was when Wendell Smith helped Robinson by recommending him to the Dodgers. Smith had first-hand experience with segregation in baseball after having been refused and signing to a team because of his race. Therefore, Smith publicly showed support for Robinson with his influence as a sports writer.
There were several parts of Jackie Robinson's career that were excluded from the film or inaccurately portrayed. One example of this was the airport scene when Jackie and his wife missed their flight because of a segregation issue. In reality, it was for a military delay. A critical scene that was not included in the film was when Jackie was told to sit at the back of a bus during his spring training, according to Robinson's memoirs.
Another inaccuracy in the film was the fact that there were cigarettes in the movie, but hardly anyone was seen smoking. This was a key part of Jackie's society, and it was odd that it was left out of the movie. It weakened the cultural aspect of the film.
Furthermore, in the movie, Robinson was portrayed as the only African-American player at spring training with the Montreal Royals in 1946. In reality, there was an African-American pitcher named John Wright there as well. There were several small details that contributed to the inaccuracies in the film as well. A scene in the movie depicted a road as Interstate 24 in Missouri. This is inaccurate because the interstate highway system did not exist until the 1950s. Also, Robinson was said to have stolen 27 bases in one season in the film, but that was statistically incorrect. In reality, he was caught stealing 11 times.
The Hollywoodization of this movie definitely played a role in its audience's reception. In some scenes, they portrayed the segregation issue in an exacerbated fashion, while in others they downplayed the issue. This was likely an attempt to emphasize what the and writers felt was most crucial or hard-hitting with the audience. This approach was certainly effective in making the audience feel empathetic towards Jackie, especially with the decision to include regional experiences of Jackie's career.
Since we live near Philadelphia, it was heartbreaking and upsetting to see the Phillies manager shouting derogatory names at Jackie. This gave the movie an additional sense of weight and meaning to us in particular, and I think this was accomplished with people of other regions or cities as well.
One thing that was noticeable was the fact that hardly anyone was seen smoking in the movie. Cigarettes and ashtrays could be seen at times, but this evidently weakened the aspect of cultural accuracy in the film. However, this may have been a director's decision to make the movie more modern. In addition, Jackie's baseball statistics in the movie were actually hyped up a bit. This was probably done to give him a wow factor that was hard to ignore. It was obvious at times that what was happening in the movie was overly dramatized for effect, but the significance of the real story and the careful development to Jackie's character overcame those few Hollywoodized shortcomings.
In total, Hollywood purposefully emphasized the specific challenges, experiences, and lows of Jackie Robinson's life that would make for a memorable protagonist, but they also stayed true to his life and the feelings he was experiencing, which makes the film very successful.
Critics of this film did not have much to complain about in terms of adding inaccuracies for dramatic effect, however. The main issue was excluding information. However, this argument is invalid in my opinion. This is because it is impossible to compress decades worth of background information about segregation into a 2-hour time slot without leaving out events. In addition, Robinson was highlighted and emphasized to be a protagonist. The movie showed very few of Robinson's flaws. Yet he was a person and he was not perfect. The movie did not portray Robinson in a negative light at all throughout the movie apart from a violent outburst at one point in the film.